In a few short years, the entire planet will be cloaked in trash. Mountains of plastic and glass will rival Mount Everest and Kilimanjaro. The sea will be filled with paper, and even worse, they'll rival the fish population. However, this can all be avoided if we simply recycle. Recycling is a process that many either do not do at all or do unknowingly, not even caring what occurs next after the waste hits the recycling bin. Of course, this is coming from an individual who's done plenty of presentations and speeches on recycling, participated in many programs about recycling, and has done plenty of research into the topic. Recycling truly is a unique and helpful process, and I hope my speech will encourage you to start recycling, and if you already are recycling, then encourage others to start recycling. Recycling is a process in which items are typically collected and processed into brand new goods. This can mostly limit the amount of waste produced that will eventually go into landfills and worse. To understand what recycling is, we have to start with what is recycling. According to recyclemontana.org, recycling, primarily and simply, is a process in which waste and goods typically are recycled into a bin, collected, and processed. These items are called recyclables. These items will later, in turn, be processed into brand new items. An example is a plastic bottle that will be recycled, collected, and processed into a brand new good, whether it be a plastic household item or a brand new plastic bottle, a completely different brand even. Recycling also happens to be one of the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Recycling, I've already explained momentarily ago. Reducing is simply reducing the amount of an item we typically use to reduce the amount of excess waste that's produced. Reusing is similar in a sense, reusing an item until it can no longer be reused, in which it will be thrown away or recycled. This is of course also to limit the amount of waste typically going into landfills. It seems to go hand in hand, doesn't it? Now that we covered what recycling is, the next question is, how do you recycle? According to WMD.com, recycling on our side of the spectrum is quite simple, really. You typically collect items such as glass bottles, plastic containers, flattened paperboard and cardboard, and much more into a bin, which will be collected and processed in brand new goods. If you ever have a question of what you can or cannot recycle, a simple Google search will save you time and a headache. However, there does come a time in which you'll have an item that typically not go into your normal recycling bin. An example is flexible plastic or plastic wrap. It typically comes with shipping items or more. If this ever does occur to you, there are many different types of diverse and different recycling programs that will gladly help you, whether it be scheduling a pickup or simply having you collect said item, bring it down to a local collection center in which it will be gladly taken off your hand. Seems simple, doesn't it? However, what happens if we do not recycle? If we stop recycling even? According to Jennifer Stenzel of AMNH.org, if we stop recycling, landfills will start to grow exponentially. That meaning they'll start to take up more and more space. They'll start to leak into other biomes and territories that will eventually become problems in our own sake. An example being bodies of water, which will no longer be such a threat to us ourselves, but to many types of flora and fauna as well. That being said, I do hope my speech has convinced many of you to start recycling. And if you already recycling, like I said before, encourage others to start recycling. Help spread the word. Recycling truly is a unique process that will be helpful in the future to stop landfills from overfilling. And furthermore, that being said, of course, this is coming from someone who's done plenty of research into the topic, done previous presentations and speeches on the topic as well, participated in previous recycling programs throughout the years. That being said, I hope you remember, for every water bottle you throw away, it can be collected and processed into a brand new good. With that, I wish everyone happy recycling. Cut it.